Yeah, this is the last message from my so-called love that I've decided to pursue other avenues just because, I mean, I've waited 6 years and it's way too long to wait for someone, I think. I've been patient, just waiting for him, but I couldn't wait anymore, so I've decided to go to other avenues to find love, but you know what? It'll happen in all due time, but I looked at this and it really pierced. I cried for, I mean, hard after I read that. But it says, I'm done defending myself because I haven't done anything wrong. You like to point the finger at me when it's the person looking back at you in the mirror that's to blame. You're weak, disloyal, hypocritical, and a liar. Well, geez, I'm glad you see me in such a bright light. And I really have no room in my life for you. Well, gambate, Eddie-chan. I tried to make it work multiple times, but the lies and deceit have gone overboard. Till you fix yourself, you won't ever find happiness. And I really hope you do find happiness, because underneath it all, I know you're just a helpless little girl trying to figure stuff out. Grow up and open your fucking eyes. Sticking your face in fairy tales won't make things better. So yeah, that really hurt me quite a bit. And those were his words and not mine. And I also had to go back on a promise that I made to my tenant, because I warned him that the 28th was going to be his last day, and I was thinking maybe he would have more money before today, but he really hasn't been doing a whole lot to do that or help me. I mean, he did do some plaster work in my father's room, and I'm so completely enervated, and I just feel so washed out today and sapped of energy. But I told him, I said, you've been taking advantage of my father and myself. It's been 3 years. I gave you plenty of, he and I both gave you plenty of time. You lost your job and you got it back, and I know child support took more than half of it. And he said, just let me borrow the car. I'm going to keep it. I said, I can't. I'm sorry, I have to go back on that promise, but I cannot let you have my car. I have to sell it. And, you know, and they said I would keep it in good condition. I said, I don't care. And I know that's making me out to be a bitch, but maybe I am. Maybe I just realized the type of person I truly am, my authentic self. I'm trying to be a good person. I'm trying to be a godly woman. I've done all I can. He's taken advantage of me. He's never paid his rent, not one time since he's been under this roof. And I'm sorry, but the free room and board, it stops on the 28th, and he knows it. And he's not happy about it, and he's sulking about like a spoiled little brat. And I hated to give him that tough love, but he's 46 years old. He has 2 children of his own that are being taken care of by his ex. And he does the right thing by paying child support like any good father would. However, he needs to learn how to straighten up and fly right, as my dad would say in his very tough love way. And I prayed. I thought, Gaba, you gotta help me through, because I can't do this alone. And I kind of feel cruel, and I'm not a cruel person. I have a big heart and I want to help people. It's just that I feel like for the longest time I was enabling him. And I warned him, I said, the 28th is the last day, and I have to have that car so I can sell it and make some money off of it, because right now I have 0 income, and my job is coming up and it pays less than minimum wage. However, it is a starting point, and from that springboard, only Lord knows where I'm going to go with it. And it's a good company to work for. I'll grant it that. And I'm probably going to be able to get some help from people that work in the same building. But I just, right now, I know I look tired. I sound tired. I am just completely wiped out. I've been crying all day long. I don't feel like crying anymore. I'm tired of crying. I'm tired of feeling sorry for myself. And I know I love this sounds very narcissistic. I love myself. I love the person I am becoming. I have done everything that I know in my power to help this young man, and so is my dad. I took it upon myself to do what I could to get him on his feet, and now it's up to him to take the initiative and go. If he meant what he said at my father's, as a eulogy during my father's funeral, I mean, he would have helped me long ago had he actually held on to or meant what he said when he delivered that, because he's not a very social person. I mean, he talks to people. He doesn't like speaking in front of people, and for him to give a eulogy was something that I was not expecting. I still am quite floored by that, because it was incredible, and I know it was sincere. I know it came from the matrix of his being, with every fiber of his soul. I realize that, but it just and I feel like the worst person that ever existed on this planet. But I know it's just a start, and I hope that karma doesn't come and bite me in the butt, because for the longest time I've done everything. I've lived a good life. I've tried to be a good person and live by the tenets that I was taught ever since I was young. But there comes a time in everybody's life where you realize you cannot be an enabler any longer. You have to let go. You have to cut the apron strings. And so many things have happened since my dad's demise that have weighed upon me so heavily. I feel like I'm in a tailspin. And I've had trouble sleeping. My hand has been feeling kind of strange, and I know that's just stress manifesting itself, and panic in that way. And I thought, ugh, mourning sucks. But everybody experiences grief in different mannerisms, and it will come in ways that we least expect, and then their triggers, good God, are their triggers, and they come like a thief in the night sometimes, and they just waylay you, and then you wonder, will I ever recover? But I've been going to Grief Share, and it's been helping me, and I know I'm being really intimate with you, my magicians, but I feel like I can talk to you about this. That's pretty much all I have to say about that particular event in my life, and the new job, and waiting for I actually got a call today from another potential position, and who knows, that might even be better than other things that I've done. So there's always that potential. When you have a job, it's actually easier to find another job. That's strangely the law of attraction in motion, people. It works. That's all I gotta say. So until next time, hopefully I will be more of my happy, bubbly, jovial self, because at this point in time it's just kind of hard and difficult. But you're seeing the true me, and I want to be accurate and authentic, even though my ex doesn't think I am. But whatever, he's over in the UAE, screw him. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I actually, you know what, I wish him well. I've learned a lot from this situation, and I don't hold any ill will against him. Saying screw him would be just, you know, adding fuel to the fire. And I'm not the type. I have no use for holding a grudge. I have no use for thinking ill or bad about anybody who's done me wrong. You know, he never came, so I've been waiting for him for what, 6 years? Yeah. It's dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Dust in the wind. Okay, stop. Don't depress people. That's just wrong. But yeah. That's what's been going on in my life. I started watching Super Lovers, and I'm gonna do a review of that. Boy, is it a strange anime. Whew. Yeah. I don't even know what possessed me to purchase it, but I've seen some really unusual things in my time, but I think it tops my list of creep factor sort of ordeals, and you'll see why when I review it, because I'm 3/4 of the way through it. But that's pretty much all I gotta say. So until next time, live long and prosper. Ciao, Tootsie.